I asked you guys for a certain like goal and you basically doubled that like goal on my Holland video, which is why today we're continuing that campaign and we're going to be turning this Holland run into obviously the Netherlands run. We will be playing Toll and I will be using this video as a platform to better explain how to play Toll in 1.35. As such, the main objectives for today will be to form the Netherlands and then no more expansion in Europe. Instead, we're going to focus 100% on expanding in the New World, establish a colonial empire, and filter in as much trade as we can back into good old Europe, and namely into the Dutch node or English Channel node, whatever you want to call it, since this is how we're going to make the majority of our money, let's face it. Also, if we get 5,000 likes in the first day after this video is out, I will be making a brand new Switzerland video showcasing some of the amazing new features and new mechanics that they got both directly and indirectly because of the changes to the idea groups and a few of the reforms as well, because I think a lot of people have missed out on that massively. And hey, if you want to get your wallet back, then you better subscribe, bro. You think this is for free? I instantly took your wallet when you're not even looking. Now you gotta subscribe or it's not coming back to you. You hear me? I am going to be selling some titles and then I'm going to seizing Crownland so I can use the extra money to build more buildings. I've already finished building the workshops in all of my provinces. I want to finish building off the barracks now in all of the provinces as well as the marketplace. I'm only going to build a marketplace in provinces where they do give a significant amount of trade power, however, so not in every single province. It's also about time that we build a flagship. I actually forgot to build one before. We got to make sure it has trade power per ship and fleet, the most important trait for the flagship, as well as fleet movement speed and the privateering in case we actually want to privateer any trade nodes. Give it a proper Dutch name as well, and let's set it off. Once that's done, we're going to merge it up with the 32 light ships that we have right now patrolling the English Channel. I'm also going to be attacking the Frisians since I've waited long enough for my aggressive expansion to go down. It's pretty low now. Very few nations, if any, will actually join in a coalition against me. What I could also do is temporarily get some extra alliances around the HRE because nations that I'm allied to get less aggressive expansion, and then I can just cancel the alliance after my war is over with the Frisians. There you go. We're gonna call in Liège as well and Münster, and it's time for a little bit of funios. There you go. 177 days. Now it's ours. Let's also try and bait these guys into actually going to Overstitch so we can actually attack them after, or it seems like they decided not to do so. Well, fair enough. We can still attack their troops in Münster because we have significantly better units. Of course, we would win that battle, and we even managed to stack wipe all of their army in Groningen for that matter. Gonna be sending off some of these troops to Dithmarschen so I can peace out Dithmarschen and Pomerania. Looks like we had an easy time taking Dithmarschen, not like those pesky Danes that basically struggled a very long time to actually take the Dithmarschen out. Even their fleets we managed to wipe out. Sadly, I didn't capture anything. I was kind of hoping that I'm going to capture at least one or two light ships, but hey, it is what it is. You can win them all, can you now? Go ahead and siege down the Burgundians as well now, since we need to piece them out. How many provinces they have cores on left? Not many, actually. Oh, it's not worth it then to vassalize them. Getting trade power in Dithmarschen is pretty good though, because it's in the Lübeck area, so I can actually transfer more trade from Lübeck into my own trade node. Quickly take over Pomerania's capital. I want to get rid of these guys. I don't want to see their face around this neighborhood, bro. Can we just get trade power transfer? 5571. I would have to actually siege a few more provinces down then. Yeah, you know what? It's worth it though, because Pomeranian trade is again in the Lübeck node, so it's a fairly significant amount of trade as well. Let's check how much trade they got in the Lübeck node. Wait, only 4%? Nah, screw that. Not worth it then. Let's just take some money and piece them out. There you go. And we managed to get Dijonais. We can humiliate Burgundy as well as get some war reparations, money, and all that schnaps. That means we went up to 65 power projection, so we're not struggling with our power projection for the time being. We might struggle again in the future, so I will have to probably attack Brabant, I'm guessing. Oh, actually, I should attack Brabant with the show of strength now, which means I could get 100 of each mana points, because I'm not planning on taking Brabant's provinces anytime soon anyway, right? When it comes to Friesland, we will obviously vassalize them because it's less aggressive expansion. Still quite a few nations in a potential coalition, but because we've done it on the last day of December, it's likely not going to be any coalition. Let's check the coalition map mode. So there you go. It's only Köln, Trier, Nassau, and Oldenburg that would actually likely join in. But hey, we've expanded by 40 development now, because Friesland's got 20 development in Friesland and another 20 in Groningen. So that's essentially a huge amount of development we just took. Time to improve relations with them now. They're fairly disloyal, to be fair. And as I was saying before, let's also attack these guys with the humiliation CB so we can get that show of strength I was talking about. Not sure if I should call in. You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll call in people because it's gonna make this war a little bit faster if I call in some allies. Looks like Brabant's got no more army left. Oldenburg started a coalition though, so there's that going on for us, I guess. But yeah, Snoko's 371 days. Let's also try and take out their allies whilst we're at it. Doesn't hurt getting some trade power from all of these significant trade republics, really. And we can get 1 stability. Ooh, I wish I had the admin points to go to 2 stability before clicking this, but I don't. Hey, we got Byzantine refugees now. Wait, what? How? Did they just take out Byzantium now? Where were they? I didn't even see them on the map before. All right, boys, let's get some trade power, as I said before. And we're also going to cancel their alliances. It's not going to make any difference, to be fair, because they are a free city within the HRE, so the Emperor protects all of the free cities, which is why they will not get attacked by any of their neighbors, even if they've got no allies. And there you go. 1 more stability, guys. Hell yeah. As for Brabant, it's going to be just the show of strength, and that means we get 100 of each mana points. Easy mode, 300 mana points right there in the bag. Fairly sizable truce with them, but once the truce is over, we should have lowered our aggressive expansion to the point where we can actually annex or vassalize the brave Brabantians. Now it's also time to cancel all of those temporary alliances I got before. However, East Friesland is not so useless. In fact, East Friesland would be happy with me diplo-vassalizing them, so I'm going to proclaim guarantee, improve relations, and do everything I need to do to get to 190 relations with them. And hey, we even managed to get the last jousting tournament. That's fairly cool, I guess. I'm also going to try and make it so every single province has at least 10 base production and 10 military production, let's say. So I guess around 25 development on average should be the standard for most of my provinces at this point of the campaign. We might, of course, also go over this a little bit if need be, but I feel like 2025 should be standard though. Let's go ahead and lower the autonomy in Rizel because I saw it was at 17 for some reason there. Probably some event I didn't pay attention to, I'm guessing. Once more, we can sell titles though and seize crownlands, so we end up with 20% crownlands. I have to say that as long as you're between 20 to 30% crownlands, you're a-okay up until the 1520s, 1530s. Always use the excess amount of crownlands that you have above 20 something percent. Sell it up so that you can use it to invest back in your country. As long as you're not getting the autonomy debuff from the crownlands debuffs here, it's a-okay. All the other debuffs, you probably know if you watch my videos, are not actually relevant in any way, shape, or form. Now, because we are ridiculously filthy rich, we will expand our trade fleet. So yeah, let's go up to 60, fill it up with the basically light ships, because that's the main way we're going to get our trade power increased right now in the English node. And with a little bit of due diligence or due diligence. Let's try that again. With a little bit of due diligence. Hey, there you go. First try, guys. First try. Due diligence, and we got the diplo-vassalization on East Frisia, which means that once more we're gonna be getting our strong duchies, or actually for the first time in this campaign, I think we're getting the strong duchies. All right, we're close to 50 innovativeness, which would essentially be the equivalent of 5 dev cost reduction for every single dev click that we do in the campaign. I'm also gonna start building stuff in my vassal lands because apparently I have nothing else I can build in my lands. I've pretty much maxed out everything I can max out in these provinces for now. And now is actually when we can properly start developing, because we got the dev cost reduction from the aristocratic ideas and our own national ideas. So it's going to be a lot cheaper to dev provinces at this point. But that being said, I got no diplo or military points, so I have to wait until both of those go up a little bit more. We do have right now 70% of the English channel, despite only having how many provinces in the English channel? 7, 8 provinces or something like that. It's just mind-blowing how we're actually kicking the English's arses when they own basically 70% of the English channel right now. Even the provinces in the northern parts of France are there still. See, that's why it's not about the amount of provinces you have, it's about the motion of the ocean. Okay, I've just finished building up courthouses in every single province here, minus the 2 provinces of my vassals in the north, I guess. I'm doing that because I'm going to start expanding infrastructure, which is the #1 tool whenever you're playing Toll. It costs cost 35 admin points to expand infrastructure, and look at all the bonuses you get whenever you do it. However, it does increase your local governing cost by 15. So even in the capital, it's going to increase the governing cost. Okay, so next we gotta get our tier 4 government reform. There's a few of these that are actually quite decent. However, the best one is by far the temple right. Not only does it give the lowered local unrest for every province with the temple, but 33% local tax modifier is really not bad, alongside the advisor cost reduction for admin advisors. Considering that I've got so much money and actually do have pretty high tax development, I did build the temples in all of my provinces. So that 33 extra tax is going to make a huge difference. There you go. That quite literally translated into 4 ducats. 4 ducats from a single click is really not something you can do every single day, is it, guys? Better than nothing, right? Also find it a little bit weird that Naples and Tunis out of all countries would be willing to ally me, and they only have distance between borders -4. I'm literally on the other side of the freaking planet from you, bro. Come on. Okay, all that being said though, I kind of need to start planning for my colonial expansion, so I might need to do some wars against the British, I'm suspecting, which are allied to Sweden, Castile, and Portugal. That is not going to be an easy war. Or actually, I could also do one against the Norwegians, which are still a junior member of Denmark, my ally. so I guess I have to cancel the alliance with the Danes. We can go to North America via the Iceland bits, so we can attack the Danes, take Iceland, and work our way from there to reach the Canadian and eastern coast of North America and establish some colonies there from which we can filter in trade into the English node. One thing that's very much so surprising, I literally just finished a war with Dithmarschen, and I'm actually super close to diplovassalizing them, but I'm not sure if I should. I'm already in the process of diplovassalizing Oldenburg, just gotta get the relations. I do have 1 extra diplo relation slot. Yeah, you know what? Screw it, man. Let's get relations with Dithmarschen too. Why not? Let's get 4 vassals right next to each other. And it's time for another dev session, boys. Let's go. Let's click yes Maximus. Oh, look at them. Oh, that is beautiful right there, guys. Check it out. This is my favorite trade good in the game. It's iron, and it's my favorite one because it lowers the construction costs, and it just goes up in value so much as you go along in the campaign. Obviously, it's not the best trade good in the game, but it's my favorite, okay? I'm not talking about the best. I'm talking about my favorite. What is your favorite trade good? That's the real question here. Don't you say cloves, boy, or gold. That's not allowed. And I just realized there's 2 coal mines, one next to the other. What? Hold on a second. 3 of them. Hagen, Gowen, Naaman, and Cambresis are all 3 coal mines. Okay, that's a little bit too powerful in my opinion. And then we also have another 3 of them pretty, well, relatively close by in the western bits of Germany, let's say. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help. I had to make him a vassal also. Now we got the real vassal swarm. Diplomatic vassal swarm. Didn't even lift a finger to make these guys obey me, basically. Another really vital feature to be using whenever you're playing Tolenia campaigns is the centralized state mechanic. Basically what this does is it lowers the state maintenance by 20%, state governing costs by 20%, and it increases local prosperity. It does take 5 years to do this, and it costs 50 reform progress as well as 50 admin. But if you take the centralized bureaucracy reform as your tier 3, which is what I did, then you get 50% of this back. So after 5 years, you get 25 admin and 25 reform progress refunded, essentially. But we're gonna do that in all of our states right now as well. And honestly, because I'm not gonna be at war for the next period, I'm just gonna use some of my manpower here to speed up the process of getting the Dutch polders finished. Oh man, this guy is super average, bro. Why is his name also Wilhelm? Is that like a very popular name in the Netherlands, by the way? I'm gonna call this guy Averagius, maybe Windowfolius. Maybe Windowfolius. I'm feeling giftful, but let's see for how long. New champion of the joust. Wasn't the last jousting tournament like a couple of years ago, though? All right, let's check this guy out. 434. That is not a freaking champion of the joust. That is not even close to a champion of the joust, okay? Oh, we can upgrade over to Carax and Caravels. This is where it's at, boys. Watch me get filthy rich from this particular upgrade here. I need 1,000 ducats for that. Okay, I feel like I need to save up a little bit more money in that case. Also, truce is done with the Brabant, so let's attack him. I'm also gonna get this before I attack. There you go. Oh, we can get Marines now. Hell yeah, boys. So we can get up to 8 Marines. Let's recruit these bad boys right now, because Marines are pretty cool. They use up the sailors manpower pool rather than the regular manpower pool. Or should I just say the seaman pool? The pool of seamen that we have in this country. So yeah, let's attack these guys over here for their seamen. No, we're not attacking for the seamen. We're just attacking. That's it. Okay, they're allied to Burgundy. Oh, you know what? I'll call in France because they're allied to the Burgundians. So France can take care of the Burgundian lands for me, I guess, whilst they siege down Brabant. Oh no! The Protestant Reformation just triggered. No, this is the worst moment. I need to get Protestant. Oh, okay. We gotta finish this war quick. We gotta peace them out so we can be one of the first 3 Protestant nations, so we can actually get that center of reformation in our country going. Or actually, maybe I should go reformed in this run, because they did change reformed a little bit in domination, just so I can show it off, and also because it's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, you know what? Screw it, boys. We're gonna go reform this run. All your trade power are belong to us, Burgundos. There you go. Cancel your alliance with the Schmelly Catalonia over here. Now, here's the thing, right? If I fully annex Brabant, I get 90 aggressive expansion. Literally, the entirety of the HRE is going to get against me. If I take these 3 provinces, I only get a few nations. If I take Brabant as well, it's actually a lot more, so not viable. But I could release that, take these 3 provinces, and then I could actually give Brabant to Liège, because I'm pretty sure they have an interest. Wow, really, Brabant? You do not have an interest in this. Let's try. Let's see if it works. I'm going to give this to Liège, and let's see. Can we? No, it doesn't. What? Let's wait for a month. Maybe it needs to refresh. My disappointment with Liège is absolutely immeasurable right now. I have to say it too. I mean, what the F, Liège? Can I diplo-vassalize Gelre? I probably could if I improved my economy a little bit and I allied them maybe. And we can do one more mission apparently. Fix the garrison system. Amaze blols. Let's bring all of our units back as well since we're at it now. And let's start expanding infrastructure in Antwerpen. Once we finish scoring this up, we're gonna make Antwerpen our crown jewel of a city, let's say. Oh, excuse me, Austria. Demand unlawful territory? Actually, bro? Actually? How dare you even ask me? I worked hard for this territory, okay, broski? Not touching nothing of mine, bro. Get your own. And just as I said that, Austria's probably gonna inherit all of the lands in the Netherlands. I'm kidding. That's not gonna happen. Because Burgundy don't exist no more. Well, they do technically still exist in 5 provinces. Make sure we lower the autonomy in the provinces we just took. And that was awesome. 1 innovativeness. Pretty Gucci. How much innovativeness we got now? 65, guys. That's all power cost minus 6.5. I am loving it. And the new province we got here is a paper province. That is a really good trade good. So let's develop this a little bit as well. Go up to 10 production. Of course, also expand infrastructure in here. I have to say, you know, I'm actually really enjoying this proper playing toll campaign that I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm not stressing too much about wars, and yet I have the strongest economy and one of the biggest armies in the world right now, whilst only having a very few limited amount of provinces. Really, you need a special kind of cave dweller to do this, don't you, boys? Be honest. I know I got my fellow cave dwelling boyos in the chat, and by cave I mean our parents' basement. I know. I've also changed the fortification from Friesland, which was a farmlands, to Ovestich, which is a woods, so the attacker will get -1 dice roll, as well as if I ever fight hordes, because this is not an even terrain, I get a bonus. I'm just kidding. I know there's never going to be a fight against hordes in this province. Unless... No, there's never going to be a fight like that here. I think I'm actually going to rival the emperor himself, the Austrians, just as a sort of a mini flex, let's say. Plus, I'm going to leave the HRE whenever I form the Netherlands, so that's kind of also why, really. So we got to do our mission here, which requires that we get 100 relations with the Muscovites, but we only managed to get up to 82 by improving with them. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be scornfully insulting one of their rivals, which is going to give me an extra 25 relations. So let's go ahead with the scornful insult on the Poles. And that means we got 107 relations with the Muscovites. So after unpausing, we managed to get our 50% cheaper diplomat. We also managed to get an explorer with 50 tradition from doing support the bulk trade. So let's separate 3 of our ships from here, and let's send 3 ships over to explore the new world, I guess. Oh wow, this guy actually is pretty freaking good. All right, let's send him over to explore the North Atlantic coastline for now. And here you cometh the age of reformationos. Now we have a lot of new objectives here, so we're gonna try and get some of these done. First off, we really have to convert ourselves, but we're waiting for reformation to spawn so we can change over to reformed. Our ships seem to have explored into the Ivory Coast. Now I send them over to explore the North American bits. Let's check what's going on here. I really hope that nobody else managed to get the colonies just yet. I want to be the first one to arrive in North America at least, and I really don't mind spending a little bit of extra. Whoa. was first reached in 1511 by who? Oh, come on. Somebody literally just stole my innovativeness. Oh, that is so not cool, bro. I'm actually curious. Who was it? Who did that? Who did it? Show yourself. Let's check tech. Was it the French? Was it the Venetians? Was it Florence? Or yeah, it was Tuscany. Oh, you bastard Tuscans. I hate you. I hate you so much. I'm the second one to get the Admin Tech 10, apparently. I got competitors. Of course, we shall be going exploration ideas, not only because it allows us to explore the new world, but also because the policy between aristocratic and exploration gives national manpower plus 20%, and the one between infrastructure and exploration gives colony development boost. So this is literally the perfect idea set for any colonial game whatsoever. We also will be able to explore the Caribbean now from the North American bits. Oof. Okay, that was not a nice event right there. Literally just stopped paying for my units, so I'm gonna have to start paying for them again now. We seem to be the strongest trade power in the Ivory Coast. Wait, what? How? I'm so confusion right now. I got 15% trade power here, and Congo, Benin, 15 as well for Benin, 12 Portugal, as well 15 for, okay, it's because it's 85223 and I have 86662. Right, I see. It's the fine print right there, boys. Honestly, very surprised to see that I have that much in this particular node, though, to be fair. I need this to be sent to the English channel, so let's change one of our traders. Oh, it's actually not within my range, so I need to get my colonist. I feel like I need to get my colonist and try and start colonizing these bits. And it's time for the tier 5 government reform. We have two special ones here for the Dutch. We have the Staatsleger and the Watergegelub. So the Watergegelubagag is the one where you get ships can repair in coastal sea zones, which is a huge deal, boys. Getting this so early on, holy snaps. Plus you get marine force limit plus 10% and chance to capture enemy ship. I'm just gonna go for that. Obviously we are a naval empire. The other reform is decent as well, but I'm not so into mercenary companies at this stage in the game. After military tech 7, mercenaries are not worth it anymore as it is. And we got our first colonist. Let's check our native repressive policy. And did I just see that? Oh my god, I'm over my governing capacity, guys. We need to give out clergy land rates. There you go. Now we are back to below 440. So let's check this out. I need to wait for this guy to come back so I can send my colonist. I might be able to send him over here without having to actually go to war with the Danes, I believe. I mean, look at this. I'm able to send him over to the Ivory Coast as it is. You know what? Maybe I should send the first one to the Ivory Coast and then the second one to the New World. That might be smarter, I believe. Yeah. Okay. I said I believe like 1,000 times, so clearly I do believe. Okay, let's put this guy, say, over yonder. If I send him to Sierra Leone, it's double good because I can get claims and attack these guys whenever I want to, so I can get more trade power in the Ivory Coast. And being here means he's closer to the bottom of the African bits, so I can colonize stuff here next and just jump around Africa with colonies here and there to make my way to Asia. And I just realized my naval force limit is 82 now, so let's get more barks, boys. Bark, 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 bark. And then a woof, 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 woof to finish it off with, let's say. Oh, 9, the air is about to die. Wait, which one is this? 332 guy. Oh, let's pray for, oh, he passed away. Oh no, Average Maximus. Whatever am I gonna do without you now, broski? Oh well, so now we might get a Dutch noble to the throne, or I could technically get a royal marriage with these guys and then maybe get a Valois on my throne and later down the line get a PU with the French. No, stop it, Ludi. You said you play tall. Stop it. Stop trying to get random PUs on France. You have a problem, bro. You have a problem. Hey guys, you know where the toilet is? Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Oh my god, I only wanted to know where the toilet is. Why you keep attacking the natives like that? Oh, this is unbelievable. Oh no. Does this mean that now we will not get the oh, come on. Really, my Diplo advisor? Bro, no. Not Rudolph. He's my favorite red-nosed reindeer. Hey, we got the reformation branching out, and our target, our country is the target for it, and Namur is reformed. So let's go ahead and convert to reformed. Now with the new changes, guys, I'm gonna become defender of the faith. Thank you very much. What reformed gives is advisors, heretics, tolerance, of course. Focusing on trade gives you 10% trade efficiency, global trade power, and goods produced modifier. That is a huge deal now, boys. War gives morale of armies, navies, and morale damage. Focusing on stability prosperity gives dev cost minus 10%, and unrest, and diplomacy gives +2 diplo rep, spy action cost modifier, and improved relations. So honestly, I have to say that the new reformed changes are pretty good. All right, let's also convert all of these bad boys here now. Also want to mention that I pretty much maxed out the amount of shipyards that I can have, because obviously ships are my main priority here, so we want to have as many ships as we can, just in case you're wondering how I'm able to field 100 ships in the early 1500s. Right now we're getting 6.1 points of fervor per month. We're going to improve that considerably after we manage to fix our prestige problems, but for the time being, let's go with that. I'm going to go for trade, and I'll change over and I'll get stability for the dev cost reduction whenever I am doing a developing session, which is not always, of course. I timed that properly with the dev cost reduction modifiers, and whenever I have extra points lying around, obviously. Now let's go ahead and attack these guys here. We're going to take Gelre for ourselves because we need to have Gelre to form the Netherlands. Go with the next military technology as well. After this, I don't need to attack anyone else except Liège later down the line whenever I'm ready to take Limburg and Leuven. Actually, I'll fully annex Liège later down the line for that matter. Let's see how their units fare against ours here. Them filthy mercenaries. Let's see who I'm at war with now. Nassau. Okay, cool. I can attack Nassau next. It's kind of funny, but the reality is that me calling in France against Burgundy pretty much guarantees that unless I give these lands to the French, they will have another very long truce with the French, and as consequence, I'm basically cucking over the French from getting provinces that they definitely want, right? So let me give one province to them. Let's give them Franche-Comté. That's it. There you go, France, because you've been a good ally so far. I am going to start forcing religion on nations in this war, so this way I grow the amount of reformed nations that exist around the HRE, and because I am defender of the faith, all of these reformed nations essentially well, boost my strength up as well, right? Since the higher the tier of the defender of the faith, the more bonuses I get, and you level up the tier by having more members of that particular faith. You guys really should start running when you see my massive armies heading towards you. What did you expect with your 4,000 units? What did you expect would happen, really? Nassau definitely is a clear enjoyer of reformation here. There you go. And who else is here? Lüneburg. Oh, Lüneburg's a massive enjoyer of reformation. You'll see in a few moments. You see, this is exactly what I was talking about, boys. How many, what's our tier now? Are we level 2? Yep, there you go. Tier 2 defender of the faith. To get to level 3, we need to have 10 nations follow our faith. So 3 more nations need to do that. I think my vassal needs to do that as well for that matter. Let's go. Boyos, please. Oh, I need to be... Wait, what? I'm so confusion right now. They are reformed already? When? When did they become reformed? Okay, cool. Their province is Protestant, but they are reformed themselves. And there you go, Gelre. Welcome to the fray. You are an integral and beautiful part of my country. Our country, of course. Obviously, I could vassalize Brabant, but I'm not going to bother with it, man. Yep, that's it. The last nation in. Look at the amount of admin points that it costs us to dev these provinces up. Holy mother. Let's see who is in this coalition. Essentially, most of Western Germany would join in against us. So that's totally not enough to actually defeat us. So I'm fine. You gotta remember, I'm also allied still to the French. So there's that. And Savoy, actually. Whoa! Tuscany, what the F, man? Look at that. Tuscany actually managed to pretty much unify Genoa and Tuscany under one flag. And the Venetians also got pretty massive too. Tunisia got back all the islands in good old Carthaginian fashion. I feel like all the countries have seriously consolidated their regions here. Not so many smaller, annoying countries around. Pretty much just blobs, with the exception of the HRE, obviously. I think this is going to be the last time I'm going to sell titles. After this, I'm going to start saving up my crownlands. Get a new explorer for this fleet and explore nothing, apparently. We can only circumnavigate the world. So in that case, let's just protect trade in the English Channel for now. It's also time that we click the magic button and we form the Dutch nation. Also, let's go to the missions. Merge the stadtholders. Gives us 100 military power. Amaze bowls. We got a few new missions over here, by the way, since we formed the Netherlands. And because we did form the Netherlands, people recalculated, well, nations recalculated their relations with us, so a few of them left the coalition. Eventually, all of them will leave the coalition. But hey, it is time for the big peepee in the sky, boys. It's an omen, everyone. All right, now it's time to build all of these cloth manufactories around the whole country. This will skyrocket our economy. Remember that one manufactory equals 5 production development. Since we formed the Netherlands, we have the option of going either Republican or staying as a monarchy with a special Dutch Republic, the stadtholder monarchy or the Dutch Republic. I'm gonna go for the Republic in my particular run because I am a massive enjoyer of republicanism. This is going to give us by default trade efficiency plus 10%, heavy ship combat ability, max absolutism, as well as the India man force limit plus 20% and the ability to create said India man. What are these said India man, you ask? Well, these boys are the special new light ship available only to the Dutch here. These bad boys excel when it comes to trade power. So let's go ahead and max out the amount of these India men that we're building right now. And we also have to get new reforms because we changed to a republic. I am an enjoyer of manpower, of course. Most of these reforms are actually similar to the old ones, so you'll probably notice that I'm selecting the same thing here. And we also have the parliament issues now, so we can choose a few juicy stuff here, like expand bureaucracy is going to give us a reform progress as well as autonomy change reduction, or charter great company. For the next 10 years we get 1 extra merchant, trade power abroad, and trade range. Ooh-wee. Wow, actually that's a lot of parliament issues that we have right here, guys. Holy snap. I think personally I'm gonna go for the merchants. Merchants is definitely my thing here, and we got to give some seats in the parliament to some of these holdings, which is gonna offer these particular cities production efficiency, tax modifier, manpower, and sailors. So of course give it to your best and brightest cities, obviously, like Antwerpen over here, of course, and Bruges and all these bad boys. Boom shakalokos. Now let's assign this merchant over here to bring more trade from the North Sea for now. We also have the orangists and the statists that we have to balance out our government between. Orangists give land force limit and stability, whilst the other guys give trade power, naval force limit, and Republican tradition. So in my opinion, the Republican tradition is a little bit more important, even though these guys give land force limit, which is why I probably will try to go towards statists. But I believe there's an achievement where we have to go 100% orangists and own a province in Asia. Yeah, there you go. Sina spell set orangists in power with 100% Republican tradition. There's a coup. Current ruler is gonna, he's not really that good. I don't mind if he dies. 256. Wait, there you go. This guy is way better than the previous dude. Okay, refresh. 256. Amazing. This is why I really enjoy republics a lot of the times. And check it out, guys. The VOC India man's got ship cannons plus 33%, as well as ship trade power plus 20%. So they're not only great for trading, but they're also amazing for killing other ships. I really want to do a third and final part for this campaign because I want to keep as much vital information in this particular playthrough. So if you guys want to see that, let's get, say, 8,000 likes in the first few days. So this is the second like goal for this video, and we will continue this amazing campaign because I'm actually having a lot of fun as the Netherlands here. If you want to get my save, you'll find it on Patreon or as a channel member. And until the next time, check out this awesome Muscovy video. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.